Story Secrets in the Iron Lady, Paris, 1937. The cobblestone streets hummed with a peculiar anticipation, the kind that crackled in the air just before a summer storm. Against a backdrop of opulent Art Deco facades and avant-garde exhibits, the Exposition Internationale des Arts Techniques dans la Vie Moderne unfolded in an exuberant celebration of human ingenuity and creativity. The World Fair was in full swing, drawing throngs from every corner of the globe to revel in the splendor. At the heart of the festivities stood the Eiffel Tower, the Iron Lady herself, towering over the city as both sentinel and symbol. Marie Dupont, an ambitious young journalist with ink-stained fingers and an insatiable curiosity, wove through the lively crowds. In her hand, she clutched a well-worn notebook, her constant companion. This assignment was her chance, a chance to not just report on events, but to uncover stories that lay hidden beneath the polished veneer of the World Fair. From the onset, whispers swirled around the Eiffel Tower. Workers exchanged furtive glances and murmured about strange noises emanating from its lattice of iron after nightfall. Visitors emerged from the tower's base, pale and trembling, as if they'd seen specters lurking within its shadowed recesses. Marie's instincts, honed by years of scrutinizing the world with both a journalist's pragmatism and a storyteller's imagination, tingled with the promise of a tale untold. It was during one sun-dappled afternoon, with the Seine glistening as it meandered by, that Marie's path crossed with Louis Bisset. An inventor with a flair for the dramatic, Louis was showcasing a collection of peculiar contraptions amid the fair's kaleidoscope of marvels. Her curiosity piqued by a device that purported to capture voices from the air, Marie struck up a conversation. Louis, with his disheveled hair and fervent eyes, was a raconteur of rare talent. It was he who revealed the secret that set fire to Marie's quest. In hushed tones, he spoke of experimental radio equipment recently installed at the apex of the Eiffel Tower. The new antenna, a feat of modern science, was allegedly capable of transmitting signals far beyond the boundaries of Paris and even France itself. According to Louis, the tower's iron bones had become conduits for whispers that could traverse continents. The revelation was electrifying. Marie's mind buzzed with possibilities. What if the tower, Paris's own Iron Lady, was being used for more than peacetime marvels? In an age shadowed by the specter of war, such technology, harnessed with malevolent intent, could be a weapon as fearsome as any army. Her resolve steeled, Marie plunged into an investigation fraught with risk and enigma. Every evening, as dusk painted the sky in shades of violet, she returned to the Eiffel Tower, slipping through the throngs of tourists until she was alone with the Iron Colossus. Her heart raced with the thrill of discovery and the chill of impending danger. Story. It was on one of these excursions, amid the patter of rain and the sporadic flicker of street lamps, that Marie uncovered the hidden room. Tucked away behind a panel near the tower's base, the dimly lit chamber echoed with the murmur of clandestine activity. Peering through a crack in the door, Marie beheld an assembly of figures gathered around radio equipment, their faces obscured by shadows and secrecy. At their helm was a figure who exuded authority, known only as Le Spectre. Marie, breathless with shock and fear, retreated into the night, the gravity of her discovery settling heavily upon her. The room confirmed her suspicions. The Eiffel Tower was a fulcrum in a network of espionage. Le Spectre and his confreres were using the tower's electromagnetic capabilities to send and receive messages, coded whispers in the dark from allies and spies scattered across Europe. The implications were staggering. As news of her findings threatened to burst forth from her, Marie found herself ensnared in a web of moral quandaries and perilous stakes. Her devotion to the truth, the very essence of her calling as a journalist, demanded exposure of the conspiracy. Yet, the consequences of unveiling the clandestine operations to the world were daunting, fraught with potential for political upheaval and unanticipated chaos. Confiding only in Louis and a few trusted allies who shared her fervent commitment to justice, Marie conceived a plan. With their assistance, she compiled an exposé, a journalistic tour de force that peeled back the layers of deceit beneath Paris's shimmering facade. The piece, tracing the tendrils of espionage to their source in the Eiffel Tower, was poised to shake the international community to its core. Under cover of night, when the cloak of secrecy was at its thickest, Marie and her allies orchestrated the clandestine publication of her article. The press's word to life in a hidden basement, the scent of ink and paper mingling with the charged air of expectation. When the first copies emerged, Marie held one reverently, feeling the weight of what it contained, truths so potent they could alter the course of history. The next morning, Paris awoke to the revelations. Marie's exposé was the talk of the town, its pages recounting not only the echoing whispers within the Iron Lady, but also the creeping shadows of impending conflict. The article brought attention from around the globe, its ripples traveling across continents just as the radio signals had done. With the world watching, the French authorities were forced to act. The Spectre's network unraveled as international scrutiny turned the clandestine operation into a matter of diplomatic urgency. The clandestine chamber within the tower was dismantled, its occupants arrested, and the machinery confiscated. The Eiffel Tower, once a silent witness, now stood as a monument to exposed deception and hard-won truth. Marie Dupont became a name synonymous with courage and integrity. As the world edged closer to war, her articles served as a reminder of the devastating power of unchecked secrets and the necessity of vigilance and transparency in times of uncertainty. Her bravery had not only unmasked a nefarious plot, but also galvanized a movement against similar threats that lurked in the shadows of an unstable world. Story months later, with the World Fair a resplendent memory, and Paris once again serene beneath the gaze of its Iron Lady, Marie stood at the base of the tower. She gazed up at the structure, marveling at how something so steadfast could house so many stories. For the people of Paris, the Eiffel Tower once again embodied the resilience and beauty of their city, free from the shadows of clandestine machinations. The fair may have ended, but the story continued, etched into the annals of history by the pen of an intrepid journalist. Marie knew she had played her part, small as it might be, in shaping the fate of nations. The Iron Lady, resilient and silent, stood as a testament to forgotten whispers, enduring secrets, and the power of revealing the truth. The world pressed on, ever watchful, forever changed.